Last month, the chief executive of McDonald's wrote an open letter to consumers to reassure them that an $18 Big Mac at an outlet in the state of Connecticut was an isolated case of soaring inflation at its restaurants. Nevertheless, the average price of many of McDonald's burgers is now around 20% higher than it was 4 years ago. But the good news is that food prices are declining, along with overall inflation. That's according to the latest data showing core inflation rose 3.3% in May on an annual basis, a fraction less than the 3.4% rise for April. But the cost of eating out rose 4% in May. That's noticeable when fuel rose only half as much and the cost of used cars has dropped significantly compared to a steep rise when inflation ran out of control 2 summers ago. And that mixed picture helps explain why the Federal Reserve left its benchmark interest rate on hold again this Wednesday after digesting those numbers released hours earlier.
We are maintaining our restrictive stance of monetary policy in order to keep demand in line with supply and reduce inflationary pressures.
Raising and lowering that interest rate is a way of bringing inflation to the Fed's approximate 2% target because it influences prices. But after raising that rate dramatically to rein in 2022's rampant inflation, the Fed has been rattled by a resurgence reflected in things like the cost of eating out.
I think this menu is like before $5, before tax it's now $6. So yeah, even with the promotion, yeah.
I'm the wrong person to ask because I will spend every dollar to my name eating out. I don't care.
And yet with mortgage rates the highest for years and pricing many out of the housing market, Powell is under pressure to cut that benchmark rate, though is wary of acting too soon.
We'll need to see more good data to bolster our confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward 2%.
And the US is now something of an outlier among advanced economies after Canada and the European Union both began cutting their elevated interest rates. Owen, Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.